Alright, we are ready for round one of this Pauper challenge. I get to play first. Let's see if we have a good hand. We do not. Let's mulligan. This hand's adequate. Let's see what we scry. Depends. If we scry a Tron land on top, I might run out map on turn one with mine, and then just crack map and just try to rip into a prism on the next two draws. Next one draw, I guess. Or my opponent can mulligan to Oblivion. That's not the Tron we were looking for. Alright, I'll bottom and just play a gain land. My opponent's scrying to... They're thinking about it. Scrying to the bottom. Alright, gain land. Let's see what we're up against. Falling Wilds, huh? Just gonna play map and a tap land. If my opponent's on Tribe, I'll crack map and get a quicksand. If my opponent's on Delver, oh man, looks like Tribe. If my opponent was on Delver, I'd probably have to do something like get Remote Isle. Yeah. Alright, I'll get Quicksand and hope my opponent can't find Giga Drowse. Yeah, what's up? My opponent probably needs Gush and Giga Drowse. Because they did mulligan to 5. Ooh, wow. Let's run out Prism first. See what we get. If we draw another tap land, we definitely want to play that. See if I can avoid clicking for no reason over and over again. On the last recording, I just kept clicking for no reason, and that was kind of annoying. Speaking of annoying, my opponent is taking forever. Oh. Alright. I guess I just cited out all the power plants and towers. I'm just going to play all the mines this game. I could be like Paul Cheon and map for the other mine. There's a good chance my opponent won't be able to finish 3 games at this pace of play. Like, they're not even F6ing in that situation. It's just incorrect. Alright, we have the Tribe now, and we're just waiting for protection. Yep. Oh. Technically. I assume they're getting Tribe here. Yep. Alright. I'll crack map for Quicksand. I should do it now. Just get into play. My hand instinctively went over to the tower because I drew the power plant. I mean, I like getting Tron, but it's probably not a great plan. And my opponent sits there and reads Quicksand. Alright. I've got Pulse, so my opponent probably needs Giga Drowse plus Gush plus a counterspell to counter my Pulse. Because I can just Pulse their Evolving Wilds if I have to gain 6 life. My opponent's break points on Tribe are 21, 25, 29. If I can stay above 29, I'm in great shape. But Pulse gives me above 25, and that means my opponent has to discard 6 cards. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to F6. There's nothing I would do here. I would have just countered the Tireless Tribe if I had a counterspell, so... Like if I had a Prohibit. Alright, let's see what you get. They're going to reveal a Gush. Probably. Ponder. Alright. Yeah, they do need Giga Draws to start. That was a good draw. Now, into turn, do I pulse the wilds and then just run out wall next turn? I think I do. I just give them their land back. I hope my opponent just doesn't understand how Quicksand works and and tries to go for the combo. I've had opponents do that before. Alright, Ponder. I am dead if they have Gigadrow's Gush and Counterspell. Well, go up to 5 cards. Go down to 4 for the Gigadrow's. Go down to 3 for the Counterspell. Go down to 2 for the Gush. Go up to 6 cards. Yeah, I'm dead to either Dispel or Circular Logic. They have to have Inside Out as well, I guess. So they have to have quite a collection of cards, but it's not like I'm pressuring them, so they have time. Yeah, I think I will pulse their wilds back end of turn. They're thinking a long time on this Ponder. Next turn I can go, if I pulse in turn, I can pulse their wilds, untap, play Tower, tap Mine, plant Cove for wall, get back Pulse, and then I can cast Pulse if they discard a land to their tribe, which they basically have to if they want to kill me, getting me up to 34. Well, I guess 32 because I'm going to 20. Yeah, I'll just take the hit. See what happens. Okay, going to damage. What's going on? They have a damage stop? Alright. My opponent's used 7 minutes in his turn 5. If I steal this first game, I very well will try to time them out. Like, I got the Quicksand early enough, and my opponent didn't have a very fast draw. Alright, that's wilds. Or pulse back the wilds, get up to a bunch of life. Take my hand off the mouse so I don't click. Wait for my opponent to think. F6. I'm gonna stick with the plan. Wall the pulse back. They don't have a circular logic. You have to circular logic there if you do have the circ. They might have dispel, but I don't like not dispelling the pulse. Maybe the land's really important to them, but it can't be that important. If they inside out my wall into turn, I think I'll just pulse wall back. Still during my turn before they untap. If I successfully get up to 32, I think I'm winning. Unless my opponent has double gush. Plus Giga Drowse. Plus Inside Out. I guess my opponent uses Ponder. It's not very fun to play against an opponent this slow. It does substantially increase my chance of winning the match, but it is very frustrating, even if I win, to spend 40 minutes or 35 minutes or whatever timing my opponent out. Did you find the Giga Drowse? Would be unfortunate. My opponent thought so long about that Ponder, and they chose not to shuffle. I don't know. Maybe they don't have Inside Out, and they saw Giga Drowse spell land or something like that, and they were thinking of whether they... No, you just instantly keep that. Maybe it was Giga Drowse land, and they don't have Inside Out, and they have a Gush in hand. So they're wondering if they need to... No. My opponent's been playing so slow, even when they don't have a decision point, that I think trying to read into their actions is foolish. Yeah, they have Giga... Yeah, they do have Giga Drowse. Alright. Tap the creature in the quicksand. Or the tower, and have a Shadow Rift, I guess. Creature in quicksand. Alright. If they have Inside Out, Gush, Counterspell, I am dead. Cards. They have to have Gush as well. Just a Counterspell doesn't do it here, because they have to discard all their hand to get in 26 damage, and then I can just pulse. Assuming they have any land or any creature in their hand, they could have just 6 spells and just go get me. Yep, here's Gush. Oh, Brainstorm. Trying to find Gush. Because if they had Gush, they would Gush first. There's no reason Brainstorm first, because then you just Brainstorm lock yourself for no reason. I guess they haven't played a land. They could cycle Ash Barrens, and then play the Gush. But then I would just pulse. Unless they have 2 Gushes. Okay. I'm just going far down the rabbit hole, because my opponent has spent 11 minutes, and I've spent 2. Just sitting here, dead air. I suppose if I was some sort of fancy recorder like LSV, I would be pausing the recording while my opponent wastes lots of their time and my time. Okay, they're preordaining. They still need to find Gush. They put 2 on bottom, obviously, because they Brainstorm locked themselves. Alright, did they rip Gush? I ain't got nothing. What's up? They're at 5 cards. 5 cards? Oh, they played land. Okay. They found Preordain and Probe off the Brainstorm. So they've had 2 draws. What the hell? Are they just getting a small hit in? What? Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I'm just gonna evoke a Mole Drifter. Ask him what the time is. They used 1 Giga Draws. If they play more than one, that sucks, but whatever. I'm gonna play the tower first. There's a chance I want to prohibit circular logic. No, dispel. That's fine. I'll just wall back the pulse. Alright. Go. If they had Gush, they would have gone for it. So they don't have Gush. So they need Inside Out, Gush, Giga Drowse, Shadow Rift. I guess they can Giga Drowse 3, but then they're not casting anything else. Yeah, they could have 2 Giga Drowses. Maybe they saw a second Giga Drowse up. Well, they just drew that, so. Maybe they had a second gig. Maybe they had a Giga Drowse in hand, and they found a second one off the Ponder. And they were wondering if they needed both Giga Drowses. I can see that making sense. They had a dispel. Sure. I will block. I am not sure what my opponent's trying to do here. This is not a good play, because I'm just going to pulse back my wall. Theoretically, I could just quicksand here, but there's a high likelihood my opponent has a second tribe, as they do. Alright, I'm gonna... Teachings doesn't do anything here. There's nothing I would really get that's better than just pulsing here. Moment's Peace would be fine, but I don't have enough colored mana. Prohibit here. Force my opponent to have another counterspell, and that also depletes another card from their hand. Okay. I don't like how my opponent played that. My opponent could just Inside Out my Mnemonic Wall if they wanted to kill one, but there's no way I can pay for this. Would I like to pay 16 generic mana? Not really. Alright, my opponent still has to draw a substantial number of cards. They have to have another Gush. They have to have another Inside Out. They have to have another... I should have gotten Grotto there, maybe. Whatever, it doesn't matter. If I'd gotten Grotto, I could bluff something, which I don't think is very useful. My opponent just has to have a lot of stuff, and also they've used 15 minutes off their clock in one game. In a game I'm probably going to win. Like, they're thinking for a long time and then coming up with bad lines, which is not a good thing, because you're likely to end up into a fail spiral. Yeah. I don't know. My opponent might just be new to this deck, I suppose. There is a chance that they're just new to the format in general, and they just chose a very powerful deck to start with. Anyway, here's what I do. Straight Arrow is the best card in the matchup. Gutshot's free interaction. Keeping in quicksand because it's great. Taking out Fingraph because it's not useful. Taking out Capsize because it's not useful. Crop rotation is super dangerous against the 4 Dispel deck. And it also gets pretty owned by Circular Logic. Condescend also gets owned by their interaction. Just you're paying a lot of mana to counter 1 mana threats, and then they just pay 1 mana to answer it. Stonehorn's too slow. I don't want more Moments Pieces. Theoretically, I have considered whether having a 3rd Moments Piece on the draw is fine over the Deep Analysis. But I've found that if you have 1 Moments Piece, it's more than enough. And often, that 1 Moments Piece isn't even useful. Pulse is fine. Just gains 6 life. Gaining 6 life is helpful. But just remember, this Deep Analysis could be a Moments Piece. And my opponent's going to use the whole time sideboarding to finish their draft or whatever. Maybe they're just waiting for me to make a mistake. Maybe I'm going to get antsy and just panic add that 3rd Moments Piece. Hand's good. Alright, lead on Thornwood Falls. Try to keep up Moments Piece. If my opponent has a turn 2 Tireless Tribe, I do have Gut Shot to try to do something about it. I can Moments Piece, they counter it, and I Gut Shot to own them. I actually kind of hope they do have the turn 2 Tribe, and they just go for it on turn 3. Because I will just play the tower. Yep. Cool. Alright, my opponent goes for it, I'm going to win. If my opponent just plays an Augur, I'll just prohibit. Ooh, what's this? Oh, sure. I guess I wouldn't even do anything about Giga Drowse, so there's nothing I could do about it. I could counter the Giga Drowse, but then all my lands are tapped anyway. Being able to get a second tap land into play before a tribe could hit would be nice, because then I go to 22, and they have to discard 6 cards instead of 5. But it's not a huge deal, and I'd rather keep up Moments Piece and or prohibit. I'm going to counter whatever 2-mana thing they... I'll counter an Augur. I guess I wouldn't counter Inside Out. I would just try to Moments Piece instead. I will definitely counter Augur, though. Hopefully they counter back. I drain their resources. Slowly but surely work my way into the later stages of the game. Yep. Alright. I got to use my mana. I get to play a game land. Try to keep myself above 17. I'm dead to double counter, plus Inside Out, plus Gush. I could Moments Piece now, make them counter it and then gut shot the tribe, but I think I'd rather force them to just discard their hand. What the hell? Did my opponent not do the math? Okay. They're just hoping I don't have Moment's Peace or anything. I'm gonna Moment's Peace because I want to get their Circular Logic out of their hand. Or Dispel out of their hand. So stupid. They had a bunch of cantrips. They didn't even need to do this. Hopefully my opponent concedes so I don't have to time them out for 7 minutes. I'm just gonna do the deep analysis. Could be a Moment's Peace. Alright, that's a good draw. My opponent has to rebuild from nothing. I hate how my opponent has played this match. Like it's... What? You were playing Circular Logics. Did you take out Circular Logics to put in Relics? Come on. Well, I guess I'm not evoking Muldrifter now, am I? I don't have any white spells, so I'll just tap the Cove. Deep Analysis. Ooh, play a Prism. Relic. And you just know my opponent is never going to crack that Relic. Stormbound Geist. What the hell? My opponent has made their deck substantially worse. Post board. Well, I missed on lands. I guess I should keep a Moment's Peace. Don't do both teachings. Keep both flickers. Pulse is going to be nice later, and once I force them to crack the relic, I don't need compulsive. I take 2. Yeah, we're fine. Block. I hate this play as well. Just attack with Geist. It's quicker to click than right click and attack with all. It's not like my time is going to be important this match. I have 19 minutes and 20 seconds and they have 6 minutes. Compulsive. Gone. I'll go ahead and play Prism. To draw a land off, this is good. Oh, alright. I see. Okay. What would I teachings for? More Pyro Blasts, Dispel, stuff like that. I don't want to get rid of both Moment's Pieces. But I don't really have anything else to discard except Pulse. I don't want to get rid of Pulse either. I could discard the other teachings. Gut Shot's gone. Suppose if I have no lands and I keep making plays, assuming I'll draw lands, I could be in bad shape. Well, countering this one. My opponent doesn't even have Relic up anymore. If I draw a land, I'm just gonna slam the wall. Get back Bolt Pyroblast. I'll swing. I'll race. I got 2 Muldrifters, they've got 1 Geist. And at some point I can just pulse back something. I prohibit. Next turn I'll play Muldrifter, draw into lands. Hey, they finally figured it out. My opponent has 5 minutes. If they win this game, they're going to have like 2.5 minutes for game 3. So I can just take out all of my win conditions and just time them out. Oops. Just stop them from winning, basically. I can just take out all the flickers, all the walls. You kept in circular logics in your relic for Fortunatus deck. I guess there's no real reason to play the Isle. I'm not going to play 2 4-drops next turn. I'll just play the mine. Alright, go to 6. Make the Geist into a 1/1 with arrows, and then keep up Flicker and Pulse. Go ahead and get rid of Pyroblast. I can teach this for another one. We'll just play the island. My opponent has the circuit. Yeah, alright. Wow. That relic has done so little. Alright. I guess playing the island first wasn't great. Because now I can just flicker for free on the wall in Muldrifter. If I draw a plant, this worked out pretty bad. But I'm still in commanding shape. Okay. I guess I could play to tap land. But I get to keep up a bluffed counterspell this way. I'm going to exile my Serrated Arrows. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes remaining. Take it. My opponent has to crack the relic pretty soon, otherwise I'm going to start flashing back Moment's pieces. Alright, swing with Muldrifters. Muldrifters. Play another Muldrifter. If they counter, I counter back. If they don't counter, I guess I'll play a Grotto. I'm going to flashback a Moment's Peace, keeping up Pyroblast. And if I have to, I can just block and kill the Geist with Pyroblast, and then wall back Pyroblast at the counter and kill the Geist. They're basically screwed, is what I'm getting at. I can't attack here. Well, they are certainly proving me wrong. Now they go to 2. They don't have lethal. Oh. That helps, I guess. They have to crack a relic into turn, otherwise I'm Moment's Peace. At which point I can go off pretty well. Oh, sure. Oh, man. My opponent's kind of got me on this game. Oh well. Stop clicking. I'll just pass. My opponent has to crack relic into turn. When they do, all flashback teachings get a Pyroblast. Yep. And then I'll double Pyroblast after the thing resolves. Dispel now. Pyroblast. Alright. And I'm 1-0, basically. There's not really a card they could be playing that I care about. Okay. Go. I can get Pyroblast or Dispel with Teachings. Can't get both. I don't have enough mana. And my opponent is dead. Even if they'd won, they were pretty much dead on time, so... Hopefully next match I don't have to wait so long, but I'll take a win.